Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, for some time now, several years actually, I've had a problem with this car that I've more or less overlooked. Okay, the passenger side mirror, okay, has, it's power operated. It's got a defroster, it's got the blind spot monitoring, and it's got the indicator in there as well. This does have the indicator on the actual mirror, the actual glass, but it has it on the housing, so not a big deal. But the heating element went bad. It wasn't, it wasn't defrosted. This happened shortly after an accident that I had. It was a rear end accident. I have no proof that it was caused by the accident. I just noticed it after the accident. Anyway, I looked at the cost of replacing the entire housing, the entire thing, and it was cost prohibitive. But for some reason the other day, I decided to look back into it to see if maybe I could get something in the aftermarket. I could, surprisingly, and the prices were amazing. $50 something, $60 something, whatever the case was. Very, 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 very competitive. I mean, I literally thought about doing it, but then these are unpainted and whatever. I'd have to look into that, and I said maybe I could just pop the mirror glass out and replace it with mine. But as I looked, I saw several that had, they had the heating element, they had a blind spot there, but I couldn't find one that had everything that I wanted. Okay, and I said, you know what, let me just have a look at the dealer. What's the dealer saying? Lo and behold, dealers were saying $50 something for the glass alone, and I'm like, perfect, I'm willing to spend $50 here. And anyway, that's what I did, and I will put the link to the dealer that I bought it. I bought it at a dealership up in Rhode Island, and they were willing. They shipped it down there. Their website was amazing. Just one to like ordering off Amazon. Okay, and they came right to me. Okay, so anyway, so here I am. I got the mirror. So I just decided, of course, to do a video, show you guys how to do it, and if there's any guys out there that have any issues, I hope this can help. All right, so let's jump into this and have a quick look at what's going on. Now, for the curious amongst us, in order to get the mirror defrost to work, unlike a lot of other cars, the Mazda 6 doesn't have a dedicated button. Okay, so in general, what happens is, to get the defrost to work, you just press the rear defrost, and that should get, once that comes up, that should have the elements for both the rear and the rear windscreen and the mirrors working. Okay guys, so today what we'll be doing, we'll be using one of these tools. I don't even know what they're called. I bought a set of them a couple years ago off eBay. I think it was for a couple bucks. Worth the investment. It's a set of, I think, 5 of them. They can remove practically any panel from a motor vehicle these days, right? So invest in one of these panel removal, the auto trim and molding tool removal kits. Okay guys, so here we have it. This is the new item. Okay, let me see here. Let's turn it around here and see what's going on here. So the part number is GEG269-1G1A. Okay, that's the original Mazda part number. Okay, so it says here on the sticker, and it also says here on the frame. Okay, righty, beautiful stuff. All right, and this is pretty much how it's packaged. All right. Perfect stuff, perfect fit. Here we are. So one of the things I want to do, is to have an idea of where it is to pry. Okay, because this will pop out when we pry it. Now, one of the things that I would advise anybody to do, and not just for the Mazda, but any car whatsoever you're doing this with, have a look at the new one, okay, and see where the clips might be. Okay, this will give us a good idea of where we can put the removal tool, so that we don't break any of the clips, we don't nick any of the wires and all of that. Okay, just an idea. All right, so I've actually done this practice a couple times before I did this, so I know that it's gonna sound a lot worse than it actually is, but totally doable. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, now we have to be particularly careful because this guy has wires back here. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like here. Let me just press that there. Okay guys, so this is what we're working with here. Okay, so we've got two sets of wires. So these two wires here are for the heating element. Okay, and then this one here is for the blind spot monitoring system. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this one first. Okay, just pops right out like that, and then we'll remove these. Now these have, you know, it doesn't matter which direction they go in, but they kind of rest in a natural position. As you can see, it's natural, nothing touching, nothing, you know, crimping. So we're gonna put this back in the same way as best we can. Okay, and these wires, because they handle heat, they will be brittler than other wires, so we have to be very careful and never pull the wires, you know, by the wires themselves. Always pull from the actual connector. All right, and again, I've actually done this before, so it's not going to be particularly difficult for me. Okay, this one is giving me a little trouble. Of course, it's the last one, but there we have it. So it rests in a natural position, and we're gonna put it back in the same way. Okay, so here we have the old one. Okay, and a closer look. Okay, so this is the heating element back here. You can see the actual strips, and these are the connectors for the heating element and the blind spot reduction, blind spot detection, I beg your pardon. So here we're going to look at both of them. This is the old one and the new one, and we just want to match up to see, okay, are they similar? So let's look at the two connectors here for the heating element. They look identical. Let's look here at the connector for the blind spot monitoring. Okay, and they look identical. Okay, so looking at the two of them, I think we're in a good place. Okay, so here we have it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna remove this just yet, okay, until I get everything in place, because you never know, it might fall, it might nick. Don't want to have that. So let's put this back in reverse order. So let's connect the heating element here. Okay. Okay, we push it down until it's snug. There we go. Connect the other one. Of course, this one is giving me trouble, right? I don't want my glasses. Okay. Okay, beautiful. And we go across here. And it snaps right into place. Now what we want to do, we want to look to see if there's any little sections that this might clip into. And of course here we have one right here, that this the blind spot monitoring, it goes into this little clip right here. I don't know if I'm catching it on the video. Here we go. Let's see if we can get my hands out of the way. Yeah, I hate BMWs. Oh my god, such a childish sound. Anyway, there we go. So that fits right there. We'll make sure that everything is, nothing is crimping anywhere, nothing is touching anywhere, and it looks, I think it looks perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead. And yeah, I'm leaving this on, guys. I am leaving this on. I am leaving this on. I'm not taking for granted that this thing will do anything other than fall out of my clumsy hands. Okay, so let's have a look here. What I'm doing right now, I'm just testing it to see if it looks good, it fits. All right, let's trust fate. Okay, there we go. As luck would have it, it's sticking to my hand. Okay, so let's go right ahead. If you look back here, you can actually see where things are gonna, oh, I'm glad I looked, because this wire was gonna get pinched. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Okay, and voila. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's do a test to make sure that the motor still works. Okay, that works perfectly. Now let's test to see if the heater is working. Alright, so got the car running. I've activated the rear defrost, so that should have the mirrors warming up. So let's give it a test. Oh yes. Yep, absolutely. These are nice and toasty. Beautiful. Alright, so we've tested that it moves. Okay, so we didn't damage the motor. We've tested that the blind spot monitoring works, because, you know, as it turns on, it gives a test and it illuminates. We saw that. And the heater is working. Oh my God, guys, this is awesome. Alright, so listen, it's always a win. You know, when we get stuff finally sorted out, no matter how long it takes. So, you know, this is what we're about here. You know, just simple stuff that anybody with, you know, simple home tools can do. And guys, get out there and do stuff. It's fun. Okay? You know, there's a feeling of accomplishment when you do this kind of stuff for yourself. And, you know, believe me, it's stuff that you can tell your grandchildren or your children. You know, at least it is for me. So, hey guys, listen. You know, if there's anything out there that you guys want to know, drop me a question in the in the section below. Hey, you know, if you like what's going on, like, share, subscribe, and you know, that's it. You know, you guys take care of yourselves and get out there and turn some wrenches.